and those are to protect our eyes and our skin from what? From UV rays. Are we ever asked to protect our skin or our eyes from infrared rays? No. But UV rays are damaging. So that's sometimes how I kind of remember. I use something that is real world, right? Infrared is beyond the red, and ultraviolet is beyond the violet. And I know that ultraviolet is damaging. That's high energy radiation. So that's how sometimes I remember that the blue end of the spectrum is actually the more energetic, and the red end is not. Okay? And if you look at, we go, here's 400, this is the violet, then we go to ultraviolet, look what's beyond that. X-rays. Okay? Are X-rays high energy? Yeah. In fact, if we are getting an X-ray, don't we protect the rest of our body? If we're getting a dental X-ray, don't we protect the rest of our body from the X-rays? Yeah. And doctors should be asking you when was the last time you had an X-ray, because you don't want to have too much radiation. And then beyond that are gamma rays, right? Which just come right through the walls, etc. Okay? Our bodies are used to a little bit of gamma rays. We're used to it, okay? But we don't want to be overly exposed to it, like the Hulk, right? Okay. Does anybody know what happens to astronauts? With the life expectancy of an astronaut? Jackie? That they get what? Taller. Do they get taller or shorter? Because of the less gravity? Yeah, there's that. But do you guys know that their lifespan is actually shortened?
Yeah, because the amount of radiation is like 20 times greater.
Yeah. We're way down here. We're filtered by the Earth's atmosphere and all this distance. I mean, where are they? They're up close and personal, okay? A lot closer to the sun, where all the cosmic rays and gamma rays are coming from, right? Okay? And yes, they have their spacesuits, but they... Okay, so I know, I think it was AJ in second period said, really, I think astronauts have a 30% greater chance of getting cancer just because they've been exposed to damaging radiation. Okay, so, and does anybody love that movie Apollo 13 like I do? You've never seen it?
Can we watch it?
Oh!
We should watch it.
Okay, like if I wouldn't get fired, we would so watch it. Maybe we'll just have to have a movie night or something like that. I don't know.
You can get fired.
You wouldn't get fired. We watched it in 6th grade.
So here's the deal. Well,
Every school year since
it's not a good use of instructional time to just watch like a 2.5-hour movie or a 2-hour movie. So, but here's the deal. If you guys watched, if you watched the very end of it when they're walking on the aircraft carrier and they're shaking the hands of all the dignitaries, all the people in their uniform whites. They talk about what each person did, and what's interesting is the guy that Kevin Bacon played, I think his name is Swaggart, he actually was elected to Congress, but he never got to take office because he died before he could of cancer. And he actually was the youngest one of the crew. So, I mean, it's just kind of interesting thinking about that. The other cool thing, this is a really cool factoid, okay? Do you remember, who's seen the movie and can kind of picture the scene in their mind? Okay, do you remember when, they're shaking everybody's hands? Well, there's this one gentleman, this white-haired gentleman in uniform that Tom Hanks, who is playing Jim Lovell, he kind of stands and talks to him. He lingers there for like a little bit longer. You know who that man is? That's Jim Lovell, the real guy. It's pretty cool. So it's neat that they got him to be in the movie. But so I love all that space stuff. You guys know that I went to Freedom 7 Elementary, right? Like at our playground, we like played in a space capsule. I mean, it was a replica, but I mean that was our mascot, Freedom 7. So when there was a launch, we would just walk out of our classroom or walk down to the beach and just look up, and there it was. Yeah. So I mean that's where NASA was. I mean that's. My town kind of grew up really fast because they needed a place for all the people working at the Space Center to live. So, no wonder I like science. I know. Okay, cool. All right.